Hey guys, it's Rachel again in my new background. I don't know if I will stick with this background, but you know, it's nice to have a change every now and then. So if you are not aware, this black bookshelf here, which is one of 5 bookshelves that I have, this is all of my books that I have not yet read. So these 2 shelves are books that I haven't read, and down the bottom are textbooks and research books and things like that from uni and for work. If you're not sure what I do for work, I am a secondary school teacher. So this video here is going to be a TBR, a to be read. So the next 5 books that I'm planning on reading, please don't hold me to this. I am really flippant with what I read. I'm really temperamental depending on what I'm in the mood for. I mean, the last month or so I've been really into mysteries and thrillers. And if you check out what I've been reading and my reviews and my last what have I been reading video, you will see that most of the books that I've been reading are mysteries and thrillers, and most of the books that I have picked for my next 5 TBRs are thrillers and mysteries. If you have any suggestions for books for me to read, or you can see anything, because you have much better eyesight than I, if you can see anything behind me that you think I should read, please let me know. Or if you've seen anything in one of my hauls, please let me know what you recommend that I should read, or if you have any ideas of something that I can pick up. So without further ado, I'm literally just going to talk about the couple of books that I'm going to read, just to give you a bit of an overview. I'm not really going to talk about the plot or anything. I'm just going to tell you what I'm planning on reading, and hopefully this can hold me accountable for getting them done. So today is currently the 14th of June. I'm aiming to have these 5 books plus the book that I'm currently reading finished by the end of June. Once I've finished, I'll do a bit of a wrap up and I'll talk about the plot and what I thought of these books. So I'm hoping that you, all of my viewers and subscribers, can keep me accountable. Fingers crossed. But if it gets to the end of June and I haven't finished these, please don't be too mad at me. And if I decide to change my books, just remember I am very temperamental and these things do happen. Okay, so I'm going to quickly talk about the book that I'm almost finished reading, and that's going to be an extra, and then I'll talk about the 5 books that I have picked and why I picked them. So the first one that I am currently reading is The Woman in Darkness. So as you can see here, so this is the start. I'm almost finished. I think I've about 60 pages left, and I'll probably finish this one tonight, unless it's a good game of football, then I'll probably be watching the footy, but I can always finish it afterwards. It is Friday night at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. But this one is really good. I picked it up on, if you haven't watched my June haul yet, I picked this one up on sale from, I have been saying QBD, but it's actually QDB, Quality Discount Books, which makes more sense than what I've been saying, but QBD has a better ring to it, so I don't know. I picked it up from the bookshop half off a recommended shelf. It is a new book. It's only been out for a couple of months, and it's really, really good. It's about, I'm not even going to talk about what it's about. I'll do that in my wrap-up video, but if you're looking for a good mystery, give this one a go. I'm loving it. I started it yesterday and I will definitely be finished it by tonight. It's not very long. It's only like 280 pages or something, which is really short for a book for me. And also it's got really short chapters, which I like. You know, when you're in bed and you're reading and you just want to read one more chapter, but the chapter's 50 pages long, you're like, I can't read 50 pages. That's how I feel most of the time. Except last night when I was reading this, I was like, I can read one more chapter. And I was like, yeah, one more chapter, one more chapter, one more chapter. And I got to about 1 a.m. and I was like, I can't read any more chapters. I'm so tired. But, you know, these things happen. And that's what you do when you're addicted to reading, like me. And I'm sorry, I have my iPhone set up on a chair on some books, and I have my legs between the chair. And if you see the screen wobbling like that, that's because I keep knocking the chair with my feet. I'm such a dodo. This is not going to be a long video because I do not want to spend a lot of time talking about this because I don't want to bore you. So the next couple of books that I'm going to read, and they're in no particular order. I've got Karen Slaughter, The Good Daughter. If you've watched my last wrap-up video or either of my hauls, you know I'm on a bit of a Karen Slaughter binge. I read Pieces of Her a few weeks ago and I loved it. I went out the day after I finished reading Pieces of Her and I picked up The Good Daughter. Reviews that I've read have said that The Good Daughter is even better, and I can't wait. I gave Pieces of Her, sorry, I'm just looking at my bookshelf because for some reason I think that if I look at the book it's going to jog my memory, which probably isn't going to happen. But Pieces of Her, I gave it something like a 4.5 or even a 5 on Goodreads, but I loved it. I will link my review of Pieces of Her below in the description and you can have a read of that if you feel like it. Otherwise, check out my wrap up. I will leave a card up the top. That's why I want to read this one, The Good Daughter. The next one that I am going to read is The Nowhere Child by Christian White. Also read some really good reviews about this book and I just think it looks really cute, and it's an Australian and American book. It's a mystery. It's got dual timelines, dual narrators, what's the word for that, multiple point of views. That's what I was looking for, which I think really helps build the suspense in mysteries, and I'm just really looking forward to reading that one. And then we have Force of Nature by Jane Harper, another Australian author. And if you have been watching my hauls or my wrap up, you'll also know that I am on a bit of a Jane Harper kick. You can see there's another one here, this one here, that is also a Jane Harper book that I bought to read. And I've also just finished The Dry, which I included in my wrap up and in my May haul, I believe. But I loved it, and as soon as I saw these other two Jane Harper books, it's quite hard to do just by looking at the viewfinder. As soon as sorry, serious. As soon as I saw this Jane Harper book, I decided to grab it because I loved The Dry. I loved the character Aaron Falk, and I'm sure that I'm saying that name wrong. If I am, please just, you know, ignore me. I can't pronounce, my pronunciation is terrible. And this book also has Aaron Falk in it, so I'm really looking forward to see, you know, the characterization of him and how he's grown and changed, and looking at how Jane Harper creates another awesome Australian mystery. 2 more. Next one was also in my, I believe, June haul. I bought it on sale. You know, I love those sales. And this one is Every Last Lie by Mary Kubica. I've heard some really good things about Mary Kubica. I've never read anything by her before, but I have seen very good reviews, so I decided to pick this one up. And another mystery, another thriller, and yeah, really excited to read that one. And last but not least is The Woman in Dark by AJ Finn. I also hauled this. I believe I hauled this in my May haul. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe my May haul. And yeah, another mystery. As I talked about when I hauled this book, one of the reasons I picked it up was because you can see that it was recommended by Jane Harper, Stephen King, and Gillian Flynn. All authors that I love, and I figured if they recommended it, it must be something to rave about. And I do believe in reading books that the authors that I enjoy recommend. Maybe that's a mistake, but you know, they don't usually let me down, so really excited to give those 5 a go. Please let me know what you think. Follow me on Goodreads to keep up and see my reviews, and hopefully by the end of June I will have something to report back and share what I thought of these 5 books. So again, if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. If you've read any of these books and you liked them or did not like them, please let me know down below. Remember to like and subscribe and keep posted for the latest videos. Thank you, see you later, and goodbye.